Right, and that's how I started, you know, getting on. So I took the little J project over there, and I'd be playing it, getting studio time, and just sitting around. People started noticing me, and that's how I really just started. I just started kind of moving around, knowing the DJs, being in the city, knowing people, and
But 2003 though, Snow,
right.
when you released "Come Shop with Me," I think you started to define. Obviously, you introduced everybody to Young Jeezy,
Right.
but you did records with, you know, Shawty Red, which is,
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Shawty Red thing was special because a lot of people don't know. Like, you know, I'm still, you know, my mentality is still street. I don't understand what it is to make a song. I don't know the studio lingo because I'm still learning, but I'm doing it by myself. So when you start getting in the studio with people who do it for real, you kind of, it's almost like you being an amateur basketball player and then somebody puts you in, you know, put you on the court with an NBA player. You're like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't,
right?
You know what
wow.
I mean? You're right. You're like, wow, this is for real. So what I would do with Shawty them is I would just go sit in the studio and just be a fly on the wall and listen to what they were saying. Like, bring that back. I'm gonna do that takeover with. I'm gonna put something right here. And I was just like, oh. So I sat there for a while just being a student, just watching everything. And then you know, Shawty was, you know, he had drummer left, right, left back then. And he was like, you know, he's this young kid and he was just good at what he did. And it was just like, but he loved to party. So my thing was, I love the ball. He loved the party. I love the ball. So okay,
Let's go out.
Ball. I love the ball. I'm gonna take you and your crew out, and it was easy because I'd be like, I go buy 50 bottles of champagne just so I can be in their mix. And he's like, no, we want Corona. I'm like, Coronas? Oh, you good, baby? So, keep them coming.
Get as many Coronas as you want.
You know what I'm saying? He just wanted Coronas, and but I was getting the game, and he was getting the game for me just as far as how I was moving, because, you know, back then I was really moving militant. So I think a lot of people was intrigued with that. And we were just giving each other game, and that's how I started getting the lingo sitting there with him. And then I just started calling him. I was like, yo, man, I got some beats. And then, you know, like at the time, like, you know, Shawty love money, love to hit the mall. I'd be like, yo, man, I'm gonna come pick you up about 5. We're gonna hit the mall, then we go to the studio, right? Then we go to the studio, I let them ball out, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna go to the mall, let them ball out. And then we always end up in the studio. And then, you know, he would have people come through, and we just started cutting records. But it got real when I started really like feeling like I had to really make it in music because I didn't have nothing else to do. That was gonna.
Was that during "Come Shop with Me" though, Jeezy? Was "Come Shop with Me" the moment?
That was coming out of "Come Shop with Me," and I had some woes go on that kind of threw me off, and then I had to come back. And when I came back, and I started doing a couple songs. So I started going to his house, and he moved out on the south side. And boy, I used to hate that drive, boy, because I used to be high as hell. And the police, you know, the police on Terry Boulevard, I used to be in my little bucket. I had a Grand Prix Gold. That was my bucket with tinted windows. And I used to be driving. And I used to, like, the drive to his house was long, but the drive back late at night, oh man,
longer.
Oh my man, the police, because you know anything about Terry Boulevard on the south side? Man, them police bad as hell. And I used to be in there, like, you know what I mean, trying not to get pulled over. But it was worth the drive because I would listen to the songs that we did on the way back. But I had that feeling because it was a rush. You still seeing the police. You still seeing what's going on. I'm like, yo, this shit is real. But that's why I'm thinking about the music. And I never forget, every time I get done with a song, I used to call one of my best friends, Westside Blue. And I'd be like, yo, Blue, meet me at Big Oomp. I'm about to go buy some mix CDs. So Blue would meet me over at Oomp. And we'd sit in the car and I'd play him a song I did. Like I played him Trap or Die first. He was like, oh, that's crazy. But you know, that's my man. So I'm thinking he just hyping me up. You know what I mean? Love. But I had to take all my songs to him because Blue was certified. He knew what was really going on. So if he liked it, I figured they would like it.
It was gonna fly.
So I just started putting songs together, and then when I was going to Big Oomp store and buying mixtapes just to see what's going on, I was like, man, maybe I should just do a mixtape because the album was harder to put out. So I started working on Streets is Watching, and by that time I had met up with Jazzy Faye because he used to see me in the club balling all the time.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yo, come to the studio. And so I go put all my chains on, clean all my watch, you know what I'm saying? Go get the best car, go over there, and just sit around them and just get game. And he started giving me beats. And by then, I probably had like 30 songs. And I never forget, I was in the studio with Jazzy, Trick Daddy, and when I was doing the Them Boys verse. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna put out a mixtape. And they was like, man, you shouldn't put out no mixtape. Waste of time, waste of money. Where you gonna sell it at? I said, I'm gonna give it away for free. I just want people to ride with me. And nah, man, that's crazy. You should never do that. That don't make sense. I was like, trust me. Best decision I ever made to change my life. Like when I put that Streets of Watching out, I went and pressed up 50,000 copies, and I started going to this club on the east side, Prime Time.
Yeah.
We used to crack on Sunday. So every Sunday I would send my crew up there, and then I would come up there right before and right before it closed, and start putting CDs on people's cars, and then catching CDs when they was coming out the door and giving them CDs. And that's how it just kind of started to bubble from there, because that's the first call I got for a show. And he was like, they was going to give me $200 for a show. And I was just like, you know, at the time, I'm like,
that ain't no fucking. Wait, so I want to shout out.
I'm like, I can't even put gas in the Ferrari for 200. Boy, we gotta figure it out.
Nah, that wasn't no money to you then or now. Right. But I want to shout out Jazzy Faye, because Jazzy in 2004, he also introduced you to Shakir Stewart. God bless the dead.
Absolutely.
And you know, I remember, man, like I remember the Streets is Watching. Shakir had told me to listen to that, right. And that's when I was like, oh shit. And then after the bidding war, because you had several people interested in your music,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Thug Motivation 101 comes out. And I just want to say this before you even crack the surface. But not only did that come out with all the records it had, I want to go through them slightly and ask you how you were feeling. But you also had the Boys in the Hood thing. And right. You just mentioned that verse. I want to tell you, Snow, that's one of your best verses. I mean, if you ever did anything in the street, right. If you ever knew anybody that hustled and knew the game, the lingo, that verse, matter of fact, hold on one second. That for me, listen, man, for me, I ain't gonna hold you up. Like, I was like, this the realest nigga rapping. Like, wait, he's 100%. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. Yeah. That shit was legendary, man. I gotta play this because your verse, I don't think people really realize how surgical you were with your words. That's why I find it's hard to believe that you wasn't a rapper first. Like, I'm finding that out today for the first time ever. Because your wordplay.
Right.
Hold on, here we go.